chance to see Parker play a full game. What was your assessment of how he did?
He did a good job for his first game. I thought there were some areas where he could have definitely improved his assignments. He got a little bit right for him a couple times in the game, but I think in overall it was a growing experience for him, and I think that he can only get better from where he's at right now. But I thought that he surely did a good part on anchoring down that part of the line of scrimmage.
Coach Johnson said on his radio show that the splits were bad on that fourth down play on the line.
Yeah.
Is that something that you can't necessarily see in time for him to call timeout, or?
Probably not. Not from where I mean, it was right. Everybody's on the same line. It's about the 34-yard line. He's on the sideline. He's looking right down the line. For the press box, we're looking straight down the line too. It's nothing that you could really see from up there.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of guessing.
It all was linear. I mean, it was right down the line on his end. It was right down the line on our end upstairs.
And I guess in terms, as soon as you see it, you know what's going to happen pretty much in that situation. You just hope that your guy can get effort.
You don't ever expect to be in that. I mean, who would ever think to do that? And it's just, it's not poor execution.
The young guys, Lee and Cooper, how they come along with their progress?
Oh, they're doing a good job. I mean, they're spending more time in the coaches' offices when they do get some free time to go ahead and try to understand the play, so they understand they get a chance to play if they would know what to do.
How's Shamir holding up? I know
he's been, he's coming off that ankle. He hasn't. He keeps getting treatment on it all the time. I think he'll be better each time. Each day he's getting a little bit better with it. He gives out on occasions, and it's just part of the deal.
I imagine that was kind of like he was really limited on Saturday, and that's kind of one of those situations where you'd like to have him in the game, I would imagine.
I think he can't help us when he's healthy.
And then having the same thing with the tackles and having so many injuries there's got to be tough too.
Going through a little bit, but it's the 6th game of the season. I mean, it's just part of the Division I football at this level. I mean, you're going to run into some good teams. I mean, the guys on the other side are pretty fast and strong too. So it happens. I mean, this is a physical, raw sport, and injuries are a part of them. And depth is definitely a big part of why you go out and recruit, try to get some young guys ready to play, and you keep developing your depth.
What's your message, I guess, to the line guys? You have a lot of younger guys that haven't played Georgia Southern before. You know what it's like to go play one of these games against a team like Georgia, Georgia Tech, where it's kind of the Super Bowl.
Anytime it's in state, I think everybody elevates because everybody knows each other on each side. There's a lot of carryover between schools, and because it's in the state. I mean, we've been to a lot of their high schools, all their players, and they've been up here on campus, I'm sure, for camps or something like this too. And they know about each brother's program pretty well. So it's one of those games where you got to prepare because they know they're coming up here to try to do the very best, and we're ready to go after them.
Andy's first full year at the tackle position. How's he coming along there?
He's doing a commendable job. He's getting better each week, and I think I think with a little bit of luck, he'll continue to progress that way because he has gotten better each week.
What's the biggest thing holding Brad back right now? It seems like he's the one guy who hasn't really seen time yet in that rotation.
He's done some good things, and every time he kind of roller coasters. He does a real good job, and then all of a sudden sometimes he'll have a situation where he'll just not have confidence in his plays, and sometimes he doesn't come off or do as best as he should. But I think in time it's going to happen for him.
Hazel and Kenny, how do you feel just confidence-wise putting them in a game?
Each time I think they're getting more and more, especially when they start making plays in practice. When they start to perform in practice, I think then you have a lot more confidence when you can see them execute block or execute technique in practice. Then you definitely want to see them do it on Saturday. Now, in Saturday's situation, you're going to limit a number of snaps, and you don't want to go in there and all of a sudden, hey, lose a series because something. So you want to make sure that you can't afford to give up a series because you don't know what's going to. You'd like to get it back and back, but it's not one of the opportunities where we've been getting 14 possessions a game. So you can't afford to lose a series.
Is Kenny? Would you consider him the number 2 center?
I think so. Yes.
I imagine you're looking forward to seeing Nick and.
Yeah, I think Nick and we knew this day was coming a long time ago from the summertime, so we kind of. I haven't got to talk to him. He goes through his mama now, which is what we decided. I mean, this is part of the thing. Other than the fact he went through the hurricane, I made sure that he was okay and texted back and forth, and telling me about the winds, and he was telling me about how, you know, it's pretty nice out down there. And, you know, so he said there was a lot of people at Krispy Kreme. So apparently he's getting out and around.
Anything else for Coach Sewak?
Has he? I know he's second string. Has he gotten to play some? Or?
He hasn't, not this year, but he has in the past. So I think that, you know, he works hard. I saw his name on there too, and I see him on the sideline when I watch the tapes. But I mean, he's put his time and effort in there. He's a good team player.
How's he doing in school?
Graduated already.
All right, well.
Working on his master's.
Gonna catch up to you.
Great.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Two people with a master's from down there?